Hello guys, welcome to the part 11 of our tutorial. Without wasting much time, let's begin. I am going to start modeling out the back door. So let's go into edit mode, select this vertex, let's extrude one here, let's extrude another here, and let's bring the last one over here. And I'm going to select all these 5 vertices, right click, and in loop tools choose space to even out the spaces between these 2 vertices. So if I undo that and redo, you can see how the spaces have been even. And if you don't have loop tools add-on enabled, just come to edit, preferences, add-ons, and in the search bar here type in loop tools and just check this box to activate it. Before we move on to anything else, let me load in a reference image to get our door right. So looking at our reference image, you can see that this part of the back door pushes inwards all the way from the top area here to the bottom area here. So to copy that, let's go to our top view, and I'm going to move these vertices outward to about here. Okay, let's come over to the snapping tool and choose vertex, and let's turn it on. Select this single vertex here. Let's press GX and let's snap it to this vertex. Select this one, GX. Let's snap it to the previous vertex, GX. And this last one here, I'm going to snap it to this. Let's turn off the snapping tool. Go to top view again. Select this vertex here. And I'm going to move it out to straighten that edge there. The same thing with this. Let's straighten this out. I'm going to select this vertex and press F to create a face. Select this one too. Press F. And the last one here, let's press F and let's bring that over here. I'm going to turn the snapping tool back on. With this vertex selected, I'm going to press GX and let's move it to this vertex here. Select this, GX, bring it to the top vertex there. And with this last one, let's snap it to this vertex. Let's turn the snapping tool back off, and in side view, I'm going to select these 3 vertices. Let's extrude along the Y to about here, and let's go to our top view. I'm going to move them inwards like so. I'm going to select this vertex. Let's press F and let's slide these downwards a bit. And let's press F. Let's bring it over here. Select this one and press F. Let's align it here like so. And maybe we can slide these over here. I'm going to push this out just slightly. Selecting these 2 vertices, let's press F. Let's go back to top view and let's move this inwards like so. Let's also move this in. Let's select the front door, go into edit mode, and holding Alt, I'm going to click on this edge to select all these vertices. Let's duplicate them out, press P and choose selection. Let's go back into object mode, and I'm going to select that part we cut out. In the modifiers tab, let's remove the shrink wrap modifier from it. Go back into edit mode. I'm going to select these two vertices. Let's dissolve them. Select these together with these. Let's also dissolve. Press A to select all of them and move them along the Y to about here. Okay, let's go back into object mode, and with that part selected, I'm also going to select this area here, and let's join them with Ctrl J. Let's go back into edit mode. So selecting only these vertices, let's go to our side view, and I'm going to extrude them along the Y axis to here, aligning them with these vertices at the top here. Let's move them back a bit, and let's grab them upwards slightly, like so. Let's extrude them again to align with these ones here, and let's move them up like so. I'm going to select this vertex. Let's slide it up to align with this one here. Let's also slide these like so. Let's slide these slightly, and I'm going to add one here. Let's align it with these, and let's move this here. So you can see this aligns with these aligns with these with these, and this with these. Let's select these two and let's extrude them over here. Grab them up like so. With these still selected, I'm going to select these two, and let's press F to create a face between. Let's select these two, press F. Selecting this vertex, I just feel I can push inwards a bit more, like so. And these. And this one too. See? Okay. Select these two vertices. Let's join them together with F. Go into edge selection mode, and I'm going to select these two edges. Let's dissolve them with Ctrl X. Let's go back into vertex selection mode, and let's add in an edge loop here. Select these two vertices, and from the side view, I'm going to slide them upward to align with this vertex here. Also going to slide these a tiny bit. I'm going to select these ones here and bring them down like so. And straighten this part like so. Okay, let's turn the snapping tool back on. Select this vertex here and press GX. Bring your cursor to this vertex here. Select this one, GX, bring it to the previous vertex. GX, bring it to these. And let's turn the snapping tool back off. With these ones, I'm just going to move them a tiny bit inward. Move this slightly. And this one here, also going to move it in a bit like so. I'm gonna select this vertex. Let's press F to create a face. And I'm going to just move it slightly. Select these two, press F. Let's throw in a single vertex here. And I'm gonna slide it over here. Okay, select these two, press F, and I'm gonna add an edge loop here like so. Select these, press F. Let's slide it back over here. Let's select these, press F, and let's complete those faces there. Let's go into object mode, right click, and let's shed smooth. I'm gonna add in an edge loop here, and let's slide it very close to these vertices like so. Let's add in another edge loop and let's delete them. Go into object mode. With this part selected, I'm also going to select the front door. Let's go back into edit mode. Let's add in an edge loop here. I'm going to slide them up to align with this vertex over here. Let's turn the snapping tool back on. Selecting this vertex, press GX and bring your mouse cursor to that vertex there. And bring it there. Let's turn the snapping tool off. And with this last vertex here, I'm simply going to move it in just a tiny bit, not too much, like so. Select this vertex. I'm going to extrude one here to align with this vertex here. Let's extrude this over here to align with this one here. Select these, press F. Let's bring it over here. Turn the snapping tool back on. Press GX and bring it to this vertex here. In edge selection mode, I'm just going to select all these edges here and dissolve them with Ctrl X. Also going to select these. Let's dissolve it as well. Okay. In vertex selection, I'm going to select these two vertices. Let's create a face. Select these, press F. Let's bring it here. Select these two, press F. Select these and press F. And I'm going to select these three vertices here. Let's extrude along the y-axis here. And I'm going to rotate them like this. Let's move them a bit backward. Select these. I'm going to bring it a bit over here. Okay, select these two and press F. Selecting this vertex, I'm going to press F. Let's bring it here. I'm going to slide this a bit up and slide these two. Okay, select these, press F. With this last one here, I'm going to press F to fill that face. And you can see over here, we've got these two vertices pushed inwards too much, which they aren't supposed to. So to fix that, I'm gonna turn on the snapping tool again, select this single vertex here, press GX and let's snap it to this. Select this, press GX and let's snap it to this vertex here. Let's turn the snapping tool back off and selecting these two vertices. I'm just going to slide them a bit like so. Okay, now I want to even the topology here because you can see we have a very large face here compared to these other ones. So let's go back into vertex selection, select these 4 vertices, let's slide them to about here, select these, let's slide it here, I'm gonna select these, slide like so. Select these 2 vertices and let's slide them to align with these like so. And I think we've got a vertex here. Let's simply dissolve that. I'm going to select these 5 vertices here and bevel them. Let's select these top ones here, and from the side view I'm going to slide them up to align with this vertex here. Let's do the same thing with these. Let's slide them up. Coming over here, I'm going to select all these 3 vertices. Let's merge them at the center. And using the knife tool, I'm going to make a cut like so. Let's go into edge selection mode and dissolve this edge. Let's repeat the same thing here by selecting all these vertices and beveling them like so. And I'm gonna box select on these 4, press M and choose at center. Let's use the knife tool to make a cut like this. Go into edge selection, select this edge and dissolve it. Back into vertex selection. I'm going to select all these vertices at the top here. And I'm going to slide them upward to align with this vertex here. Let's also select these, including this last one here. And let's slide them also, like so. I am seeing that there is something slightly off regarding this part of our mesh, because looking at the reference image here, we can see that there is a much larger flat surface which extends all the way from this part of the back door to the front door here. And it's not the case with our mesh. We can see that there is like a bending from this part that leads inwards. It's something we can quickly fix. So let's go into edit mode. I'm going to select all these vertices here, including this one, and let's bring them down to about here. Let's select these again and move them up here. Let's turn the snapping tool on. I'm going to select this vertex. Let's move it along the x-axis over here. Select these. Let's bring it here. And this last vertex, let's bring it here too. The same thing with these. Let's bring it here. And let's bring this here as well. Okay, let's go to our front view. I'm going to move them in. Oh, let's turn off the snapping tool and let's move them in again, like so. You can see that the vertices on the lower part of the front door are slightly off as well. So let's correct them. With regards to fixing this door, I am not going to actually work on it because it's still got the shrink wrap modifier on it. And if we try to make any substantial change, for example, if I select these vertices and try to move them, you can see it's not really doing much because it's been shrink wrapped to the original door we duplicated this from. So I am actually going to work on that door. So let's undo this, and I'm going to come over to the outliner. Let's hide this one and let's unhide the first door. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix this part and then cut it out and join it to its copy, which is the duplicated door. So let me also select this so we can see how these vertices are supposed to align. Let's go to side view, and I am going to select all these vertices here. Let's bring them down. And let's select these ones again. Bring them here. And then I'm going to turn all of these double vertices into singles. The next thing I'm going to do is to move all of them outwards to align with these vertices here. So let's turn this on. Let's press GX, bring your cursor to that vertex. Let's repeat this all the way to the last vertex. Let's select all these vertices and I'm going to slide them to align with this vertex. Let's select that again, turn the snapping tool on, and let's press G and bring your mouse cursor to this vertex. Let's do the same thing with these. Bring it here. Let's go to side view, turn the snapping tool back off, select these two vertices, and I'm going to move them back out. and I'm going to select these and let's move them in. Okay. Let's merge these two vertices into a single vertex, and with that still selected, let's hold Ctrl and click on this last vertex to select these other ones, and let's bevel to match the bevel width of this part. I'm going to select these and merge at last. Select these vertices, including these. Let's also bevel. Let's box select to select these two vertices. Select that. Holding Ctrl, let's select this last one here to select all of these other vertices. And let's also bevel them. I'm going to use a knife tool to make a cut like this. In edge selection mode, select this edge and let's dissolve it. I'm gonna merge these two vertices together and let's slide it down. I'm going to select all of these and move them back to this dark outline here. Move these as well. I believe this part will need to push out as well to match the vertices on the front door here. Let me load in the reference image again to see it. I cannot really see how it's supposed to, like how far it's supposed to come out, but I'm not really gonna kill myself over it. So let's just select these and I'm going to eyeball these to about here. Select these also. Let's go to front view and let's move it out so perhaps a bit more. I think may select these and move it out a bit. Okay, that's it. Let's select these again, go to front view. I'm going to select all of these vertices. Let's move them in. Okay. I believe this is everything we have to do regarding this correction. No need to stress too much about this. So now it's time to transfer everything we did here to the other door that we hit. So let's select this, go into edit mode, make sure you're in wireframe, and I'm going to select all these vertices here. Let's duplicate them, press P and choose selection. Let's hide this, go to the outliner and let's unhide this door. Go into edit mode and I'm going to select all these vertices here. Let's delete them. Go back into object mode, select this one first and select this last. Let's join them with Ctrl J. Go back into edit mode and let's just merge all these vertices as one. And we've got this fixed. Nice, it's looking great. All right, so let's quickly deal with this area here. So I'm going to select these. Let's go into edit mode. Let's select any vertex here. Press L to select all this part, and the same thing with these. I'm going to press M and let's choose distance to merge all the vertices back. Let's press E to extrude and X, and I'm going to move it out to about here. I think that's okay. Let's go into face selection mode. I'm going to select all these faces, go into edge selection, and let's deselect all these edges. Let's bevel. Press A to select everything, and let's flip the normals. From this reference image, you can see how this part is supposed to be. So to achieve the same thing, I'm gonna add in an edge loop here. Let's slide it here like so. And I'm gonna add in the second one. Let's slide it here. And the third loop cut, I'm gonna bring it over here. And I'm gonna add the same thing here too. So let's slide the first one here and bring the second and the last one. Let's slide it here. I'm going to select all these middle edges, so select these and these also. Let's scale them in like so. I think the gap between these two edges is a bit too wide, so let's make that a bit smaller. Go into face selection, select this face and these, same thing with this. Let's press Ctrl and plus on your numpad to about here, and I'm just going to move them a bit in. I think that's okay. Yeah. Let's select all these vertices behind here. Same thing here. And I'm just going to bring them downward slightly to have a bit of a flat surface here. I think that's okay. Let's go to our side view and let's select all of these. And I'm going to move them up like so. From the reference image, you can see that we have a slight bending on both of these, on this area here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let's go back into edit mode, add an edge loop here and also another here. I'm going to select all these vertices and I'm going to move them in just a tiny bit, like so. Maybe slide them up a bit. Let's add another edge loop here and another here. And I'm going to move them out just slightly. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So let's select these, press M and choose by distance. Let's extrude in. Go to face selection, select these faces and let's unselect these edges. And let's bevel them. I'm also going to grab these up here. And let's bring these down. The same thing here. Let's bring these down. Let's select all of these. And let's merge all the vertices. I'm going to extrude these in like so. Let's select all these edges here. and I'm going to bevel. Let's bevel with just a single segment. Let's go into vertex selection. Select all these vertices here. Press SY0 to flatten them out. I'm gonna add some edge loops and let's slide it to the end there. And I'm just going to move these bits here. Let's move these also. Select these vertices and I'm going to move them along the Y here. Let's also add some edge loops here. Let's also bevel these edges. So I'm going to move these a bit in. I'm just going to slide these a bit back like so. Let's add in an edge loop here and slide it over here. Let's add another here, slide it there. Next, I'm going to create this window here. So select these vertices and these also. Let's duplicate them. Press P and choose selection. I'm going to select them again. Let's go into local view, and I am going to dissolve some of these vertices. So let's select these, let's dissolve these, and let's merge these as one. Merge these also. Selecting these two vertices, let's press F to fill these faces. Let's add some edge loops here. Let's fill up this part as well. So select these outer vertices. And these also. Let's merge these as one. Let's flip the normals. Okay, so I'm just gonna select these and these, and let's join them back this part. For this window here. Oh, okay, I think we're supposed to work on this area too. So let's select it, press M, and let's merge all these vertices. And let's extrude these in. I'm just going to bevel these. Let's select all of these parts, duplicate, and let's cut them out. Select all these vertices here. And these also. Press Ctrl I to invert the selection and delete vertices. Let's delete some of these vertices. I'm just going to select everything and merge by distance to dissolve any overlapping vertex. Let's select these and merge at center. Let's delete these vertices. I'm going to select these two vertices and let's join them together. Add a single vertex in the middle there, and from the top view, I'm going to move it out slightly. Let's dissolve this vertex, select these, and let's slide it here to align with this one. And I'm going to dissolve these also. Select these, press F to create a face, and slide these back. And I'm gonna add a single vertex here. Select these two and press F. Let's add an edge loop here and another here. Let's select all these bottom vertices here. And let's bring them down. Let's do the same thing with these. I'm just going to dissolve some of these vertices or edges here. So let's dissolve these and dissolve these. Going to select all of these, and let's move them up like so. Let's bring this part a bit downward. So let me see. So I'm going to select all of these bottom vertices and move them down. That. Let me just make some slight adjustments to this. Okay, one last thing I want to do. Let's select this part and let's duplicate and bring it over here. Let's end this here. In the next part, we are going to simply fill up all of this back area here. So until then, see you guys in the next video.